And a little background on me. I've only been in SFL for ever since August of last year. And before that, I was part of a Catholic community in college. I said I graduated from Sierra, and before that, I went to St. Mary's, and I went to Catholic elementary school as well. So I've grown up with the Catholic faith surrounding me, and I've experienced God's love most definitely throughout my life. It's pretty funny because I just totally experienced God's blessing right now. I forgot my iPod, and I totally brought my speaker and everything, but thankfully, Sister Misty, she was able to let me use her phone, and I was able to go on YouTube and just find the song that I was looking for. So God be praised for that. And also the song that I had you guys listen to, the version, it's actually my friends from back in Southern California, and God be praised for that ever-present love. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the Christian ideal of loving God. This refers to the Christian goal of loving God. This is the first talk of the second module of this CLS. And the second module, it goes over living an authentic Christian life. And part of that, most definitely, and most importantly, is loving God. Goals that we make in our human life, they define what is important to us. Most definitely, we need to make loving God our ultimate and highest goal. Because when humans set themselves to complete something or specify an outcome they hope to reach, these goals, they reveal ultimately what's meaningful, what's important to them. These goals reflect human wants. Many times we allow goals for getting more money, for getting ahead in a position or something. For gaining money, what does it reveal about a person who works constantly and for long hours and fails to make time for their families? Their goal is to make money, and it doesn't matter what means they take to do that. What about the person who wants to change, who wants to get a better position in life? Well, like even kids on the playground, they crush others in order to reach more popularity, maybe? People at work, maybe they might do something really, really horrible just to get ahead in their job, to get a better position than coworkers they might have to step on. But are these really the goals you want to pursue? Our goals in life become our ideal of life. They influence and direct our life. So we need to make good goals. We need to make goals that the Lord will be proud of. And goals that don't include humanly things, worldly things such as money, prestige, power, sex, and possessions. Like materialism, we allow that goal to get to us a lot. Like, I know me particularly, I'm not totally into the most hippest thing, the most up-to-date camera or whatever, but my weakest link is shopping, especially for bargains. Target is my favorite store because I love their clearance. I love when the dollar section goes 75% off in every single quarter. I love finding 75% off and then splurging and buying the whole rack. I'm horrible the cheap stuff, but am I gonna really use it? Am I really gonna make use of everything that I buy like that? Like, we need to let go of goals such as that, such as the money and prestige and materialism. We need to let go of that and concentrate on the goal of loving God. The most ultimate and important goal that we need to take in our life is to love God. And Jesus calls us to love God. He specifically tells us. In Mark 12:28-30, he tells us, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength." I'm going to read it again. This is the greatest commandment he gives us. I'm going to read it again, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to listen to these words. Listen to them. Jesus says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength." This is the greatest commandment. You can open your eyes now. God wants us to make loving Him our highest ideal. Thus, Jesus made it that commandment. It's above anything that we've learned in our faith. We need to love God. We are to love God above everything, above all creatures, and we have to love Him for Him and because of Him. This highest of commandments isn't a new concept. God commanded Adam and Eve. He commanded the Israelites. He delivered from He delivered from Egypt. In Deuteronomy 6:4-5, he says, "Therefore, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength." This commandment is ever present throughout the Bible. It's in the Old Testament, it's in the New Testament. It's a commandment all people need to recognize in their life. That they need to feel within their heart, their soul, their mind, their strength. We need to really understand it and just allow that goal to just penetrate within us and make us feel the importance of God's love and why we need to love God. In Hosea chapter 6, God tells us, "For it is love that I desire, not sacrifice, and knowledge of God rather than the Holocaust." Here, God is explaining He wants our love over all things. He wants us to know Him over all